Hey there, RC Girl here. Today I have a super fun project to share with you guys. We're taking a look at my scale MTB trail truck. This is my Toyota XtraCab hard body from RC4WD Drive that I've mounted on my SCX-10-2 chassis. Today I got a special delivery all the way from Poland. This is from Scale Garage Systems. It is their OVERLAND-STYLE rack that is handmade to fit the Toyota XtraCab hard body perfectly. So today we're going to install this. I think the install looks pretty easy. All right, let's dive on in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Here you're going to find RC reviews, tips and tricks, run videos, flight videos, and other things related to the RC hobby. So if you guys want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, huge thank you to my dedicated patrons on Patreon. Appreciate all your support. All right, let's dive on in. Alrighty, so if you guys have not seen my Scale MTB trail truck before, this is made by RC4WD Drive. This is the 87 Toyota XtraCab body. It's a hard body, so compared to Lexan, it is hard plastic. And it's super scale. So I actually did some weathering. I'll put a link to a few videos on that if you want to see more of that process. But it is a very nice and detailed body. This is their long wheelbase body, so it fits their long wheelbase chassis like the Trailfinder 2 long wheelbase version. Also a cool body because the hood opens. Kind of neat. You can look inside. I also got a die-cast mountain bike from Amazon on the tailgate. This is from Scale by Chris, a little HD tote. And then someone else made this for me, custom handmade. This little army box. It has some goodies in there, like some straps and other things. Got some neat decals on the back. But yeah, it's been a really cool, fun truck. And I actually cantilevered the rear shocks here, so I didn't have to cut into the truck bed. One thing I do have to get is wheel wells, so you can see right through the body. Very unscale, but for now, we're just kind of have to deal with that. And then Shrink RC and Dinky RC make some mounts that allow you to mount the RC4WD Drive long wheelbase hard bodies on an SCX-10-2. So they're basically a direct fit. You just swap your original body trays out for these ones and install some set screws, some grub screws here, and the bodies go on really nicely. We got a Tekin 5-slot motor and a Tekin BXR. So these are actually really great for when you don't have a ton of space in your rig. So the BXR is super tiny, still has a lot of programmability with it, but it's going to be a really small footprint. So this is perfect. My wiring's super, super clean. Alrighty, so let's put the chassis aside and we're going to work on the body. Today we're going to be installing this Overland rack. It is so nice. So this came super nicely packed in a box that said handmade on it. It was very fun to unbox. Nothing damaged whatsoever. And it came with this certification card. It says, "Thank you for your trust. We hope that you enjoy your new Overland-STYLE rack for RC4WD Drive. 87 Toyota XtraCab at Scale Garage System. We spend a lot of time to manufacture every handcrafted item. That's why things that we provide are strictly limited. Also an individual number." This is number 3. Very, very cool. So each one is handmade to order by Scale Garage Systems, custom for you. So, and then also some little decals here and some hardware. So I think we're only using these large ones here with the little nuts. So he provided also a little install video. So we're going to copy that. Let's take it away. These are magnetized little storage compartments, so you can open them up. There's a little stand. I showed you guys a little preview in my previous video. This metal piece here also swings out, so you can access the mounting holes. There's 2 here. And then on this side, I actually put in a little tiny truck and a little transmitter. And these are 3D printed by Todd Norton, Tan Woodworks on Facebook. I thought it's kind of cool to have a scale truck in my scale truck. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to paint that red at some point. All right, so we're gonna place the Overland rack on our truck bed where we want it to go. Probably not super flush, but kind of flush with the front. And we want to get it all straight on both sides. And then we're going to mark with a little white marker where we want the holes to go. So what we need for the install, we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. He provides all the hardware, and it's just these 4 tiny screws with these little bolts. So the tiny screws, there's going to be one right here, and 2 on the other side. And then we're good to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to mark where we need the screw holes to go with this little white marker. I don't have a tiny drill. I know RC Girl should have a tiny drill, but I'm going to try and use this body reamer. Hopefully this will work. If not, I have a little Dremel, but let's give it a try. All right, now I got the 4 holes drilled. The body reamer worked just fine. So now we're going to install the rack. All right, before we wrap this up, we got to add some of our scale goodies back on there. So we have our scale driver and this little dog here. Got our mountain bike. We got some goodies over here from Todd Norton. Little Proline accessory. We got a bucket from Scale by Chris. And of course our decals. Let's get those on. hope you guys enjoyed that run footage. It was a ton of fun taking this thing out on the trail. I really like how the Overland rack looks on the Toyota XtraCab, so huge thank you to Scale Garage Systems. These come in raw aluminum. Mine was painted matte black. You can paint them pretty easily though, and he has tutorials for how to do that. I'll put a link to Scale Garage Systems website in the description box below. Reminder that these are all custom, handmade to order, so there is a bit of a wait time. At the time of filming this video, I believe they are no longer taking orders for 2022, but they are going to ramp up again in January, so make sure to get in line for one of those. They also make a couple different options for different rigs, so definitely check out their website and reach out to them if you are interested. Still have a couple things to do this truck. I have plans to install a full lighting system for my Trick RC in this. I have one in my Toyota Hilux, so probably something similar to that. Then I also have to install the rear light lenses. Ampro Engineering makes 3D printed ones that replace the stock ones on the Toyota XtraCab and a couple other models. These are great because they get rid of those really unscale screws on the back. So I need to paint those and install those soon as well. Otherwise, this truck is pretty much ready to go. I think it turned out really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, thank you again to my patrons on Patreon. Huge thank you also to Scale Garage Systems for making one of these custom for me. Very cool. For those that are going to be at Proline by the Fire this week, I will see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you later.